Hello everyone, South Hispanic here with something new going on. So there's been a lot of talk about the new BlazBlue game, and while everyone's been getting salty over the inclusion of paid DLC for the other Ruby characters not in the base game, while most of the other publishers of some of the characters being used are staying away from this drama, Atlus is proving once again that they just don't care and are savage as hell. Atlus, what makes you so powerful? What makes your series so good? Well, first let's go through your most popular series, Persona. Originally known as Shin Megami Tensei Persona, the franchise has been developed and published by Atlus. Persona is a spin-off from the Atlus's Megami Tensei franchise and was originally based on the high school setting of Shin Megami Tensei If. For the first Persona game, Revelations Persona, was released in 1996. There have been 5 other main titles, with the latest being released in 2016. I'm not sure if there's actually been 5 titles or 6 titles, because I'm not sure exactly what 2 is, as it's split between 2 different games. Numerous spin-offs for the multiple platforms have also been developed, including extended RPGs, fighting games, and dance rhythm games.
Here's another one.
The series takes its title from the being summoned by characters in battle, a manifestation of their original personality. Persona began as a spin-off based on the well-received setting of Shin Megami Tensei If. The franchise has several parts to the settings which are always used in the game, including a high school setting, a group of students as the protagonist, a silent protagonist, and combat using personas. Since the release of Persona 3 in 2006, the miniseries has also used a social simulation system called Social Links, which is directly linked to how personas evolve. Central character designs are by series co-creator Kazuma Kaneko for Persona 1 and Persona 2 games, and Shigenori Soejima for Persona 3, Persona 4, and Persona 5. Its overall theme is exploration of the human psyche and how characters find their true selves. The series' recurring concepts and design elements draw on Jungian psychology and archetypes, along with religion, mythology, and popular literature. Revelations Persona was the first role-playing Megami Tensei title to be released in the West. Beginning with Persona 2 Eternal Punishment, though, the English localizations began to remain faithful to the Japanese versions. This was insisted by Atlus themselves. So Atlus, seeing that their first game was kind of butchered because of various reasons, figured that, hey, maybe, just maybe, Americans might like the original more. The series is highly popular internationally, becoming the best-known Megami Tensei spin-off and establishing Atlus and the Megami Tensei franchise in North America. Following the release of Persona 3 and 4, the series also established a strong following in the European areas. The series has since gone on to sell over 8 million units worldwide, outselling its parent franchise. There have been numerous adaptations, including anime, television, theatrical series, novelizations, manga, stage plays, and oh my god, musical concerts. I'm not that surprised by that. The music from the Persona 3 and 4 series was great. I really love the jazzy feel of the Persona 5 music. It's some good stuff. The first Persona was referred to at the time as a sleeper hit, and the success of it in Eternal Punishment established both Atlus and Megami Tensei in North America. In Europe, the series had to wait till about Persona 3 and 4 to get along before it started really gaining some traction. According to Atlus CEO Naoto Hiraoka, the main turning point for the franchise was the release of Persona 3, which was a commercial success and brought the series to the attention of the mainstream gaming community. Persona 4 received an even better reception. The Persona series' success has allowed Atlus to build a strong player base in the West, contributing to the success of other titles such as the upcoming Catherine. The setting in Persona is referred to as modern Japan. The Persona series has been referred to as the most popular spin-off from the Shin Megami Tensei franchise, gaining notoriety and success in its own right. But with critical acclaim comes controversy. This controversy began with the localized banner title of the original Persona, which raised concerns due to its religious implications. Kurt Katala, writing for OneUp.com in 2006 about the controversial content of the Megami Tensei franchise as a whole, mentioned innocent sins reference to homosexuality, schoolyard violence, and Nazism, considering them possible reasons why the title was not originally released in the West. Which I find hilarious because in Persona 2 you literally fight Hitler. You're fighting Hitler. That's what you're doing. The main bad guy in Persona 2 is Hitler. I don't I don't know how that makes Nazism okay. If the main bad guy is Hitler, I can't. I just can't. In OneUp.com's 2007 Game Awards, which ran in the March 2008 issue of EGM, Persona 3 was given the most controversial game that created no controversy award. The writer said Rockstar's hot coffee scandal and Bully's boy-on-boy kissing got nothing on this PS2 role-playing suicide-initiated battles.
Persona.
Or subplot involving student-teacher dating. Now, it's never actually confirmed if you are actually dating your teacher in one of these things. It's not entirely confirmed. It's kind of hinted upon heavily, and I don't think the whole internet dating thing actually counts if you're doing it in like World of Warcraft. I'm sorry guys, I can't take that one seriously. The whole suicide-based battle thing was probably a big deal because you battled personas by shooting yourself in the head, which is kind of par for the point of the whole theme of Persona 3. Persona 4 has also been put in controversy as it has been examined by multiple sites over its portrayal of character sexuality and gender identity, which again I don't know how to handle this one. Okay, yeah, so one of the characters might be gay.
Did he say he was interested? He's a guy, and I'm a guy, but he's interested in me?
He's still figuring himself out.
Hello, dear viewers. It's time for Bad Bathhouse.
And he decides, no, I'm not gay. I'm just attracted to this very tomboyish girl.
Wait, what? Did I hear that right?
Who is very tomboyish. It's fine. And she was fine with being a girl.
He's not a guy?
She was trying to be an adult. She wanted to be an adult.
How often I've heard those words from the adults.
Yes, I understand why everyone is confused by this, but you didn't watch the anime, so please leave Naoto alone. She is perfection, please. And Kanji is my boy.
Goodness gracious!
Leave him be. I understand there's a lot of talk about the fact that Yosuke was supposed to be a love interest, but it never happened. I don't really care about that. If it didn't make it to the final cut of the game, tough. Just tough. And the final game, which has some controversy, would be Persona 5, where once again we're at that awkward point where, well, you can date when you're teachers. You can actually call her in as a kind of call girl to start with, which makes things incredibly strange, especially when you're calling up a maid service. And for those of us who know more about Japanese culture, a call-in maid service is usually something other than a maid service.
So, as someone who went from being my master to my boyfriend, do you have any requests for me? I'll obey them, even though I'm no longer a maid.
I honestly cannot, in any way, shape, or form, try to defend this one. That's just blatant. It's very obvious. You can see it right there. And if people use that as an excuse to be okay with their teacher and pedophilia, it's not. There's a whole different culture gap there, and so nothing to do with that one. I can't help it. I'm out. I'm done. I can't defend that one. As for anyone else looking for anything else, we are going to go in depth with each and every Persona series one by one, with some gameplay stuff and some talk on the settings and the end result as well as the storyline. We'll be doing that as throughout this entire series. This is the beginning of the Atlus Persona series, or P. I don't even know. I'll make a funny something in there. I can't really decide it right now. So with that being said, folks, this has been the Stealth Hispanic saying, you do you, I'll do me, and hope you guys have a lovely night. If you guys liked what you saw, please remember to go and hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and of course, add some comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys and let me know where I'm going wrong, where I'm going right. And of course, as always, you do you. I'll do me. Peace. Adios.